how does one find yourself?
Well, first of all, I like that you said highly sought after, okay? I want somebody to seek me, all right?
Eligible bachelorette here.
Absolutely ready, okay? I did not bring anything that I normally cook, so I would have brought some snacks.
Oh my gosh.
But I was running behind. Actually, I came here right from court.
I appreciate you.
So how do I find myself? I try not to ever be lost.
There you go.
Okay, so I was actually living in the Virgin Islands. I've lived there twice, but the first time that I was living there, we lived down the hall from this lady that said, always make sure you never lose yourself so you don't have to go find yourself again. And so always understanding who I am, if I'm not a lawyer, if I'm not this person or that accolade, who am I just being a child of God?
That part.
Who is that? Who's that
Yes.
little child in the garden that is amazing just because God has created me? And so when you talk about finding yourself, I always am trying to find new things about myself. So I'm wearing one of my bracelets
Yes.
from the Dominion line. And so just finding out who God has created, the fullness of that and appreciating that. That's how I try to live every day and keep myself centered. You literally just do it. When I lived in the Virgin Islands in 2017, I was in a period in my life, I'm divorced, and so I was separated from my husband, and I was taking a break in my practice. And I had to decide, who is Stacy if she's not Stacy Shaw Knows the Law? If she's not Mrs. Mark Miller, who is that person?
Right.
And so it allowed me to really say, you know what, let me just try some things. And so I was a fitness instructor. Yes, baby.
What?
And my class was packed, you know. I was a bartender. I started cooking
If
professionally.
only.
I was a vegan private chef. And so I said, you know what, anything that I wanted to do, I just started doing it. So I started designing bracelets because each of the ministries was presenting our pastor, Pastor Charles Bond, with a gift for his 6th anniversary. And he was wearing bracelets. And so one of the members was saying, oh, we can get him a Tiffany's bracelet. Baby, what Tiffany's money?
Right.
No.
Wait a
We gotta get
minute.
multiple gifts because we're in multiple ministries. And so I said, you know what? I've made some necklaces for my friend who was showing in New York Fashion Week some years ago. I said, I can probably do the bracelets.
Yeah.
And so I just started making the bracelets. Now I make bracelets. That's something that I do.
Yes.
And so don't wait for other people to give you permission. And don't even hold yourself up needing some sort of special permission for yourself.
Right.
Okay?